Hi friends, I'm Peter Nydahl from Germany. Welcome to the Hackathon 2022. We are talking about the end of delirium, very difficult to define. So delirium duration can be differently assessed. Once at admission, for example, once per day from Monday till Friday, not at the weekend, or every day, or once per shift, depending on 8 hours or 12 hours, or even every 4 hours. So duration of delirium can have a high variability and makes it difficult. Just imagine we've got Mr. Miller on the ICU. First 2 days he's sedated and in coma, then he's got 2 days in delirium. Day 5, he is not delirious anymore, maybe. Day 6, he's delirious again. And day 7, he is discharged to the ward before any delirium assessment could happen. So how long was he delirious? This depends on how often you assess and what you assess. For example, some societies recommend to count days in delirium and coma because inclusiveness would be safer. Others just count days in delirium or contrary days free of delirium and coma, or only free of delirium if it's accessible. And the amount of time has also a large variability. So look in the details and the methods. How did they count delirium? But when does delirium end? So it can be the last positive assessment on the ICU. Some researchers continue and follow up patients. Then it can be the last positive assessment on the ward or even at home, very seldom. Most often the last positive assessment till discharge, or just 24 hours being free of delirium, or being free of delirium or discharge, whatever happens first, or just the last positive delirious episode. Mr. Miller had 1 free day of delirium. So it's not clear, was the end of delirium at day 4 or at day 6? Depends on how you define delirium. But more important, what do patients say? And I'm very honored to have Lou Galley, Carol Billion, and Mark Hudson on Twitter, and they answered my question, how do you experience the end of delirium? And they said, delirium has a long life impact, of course. They all often dream of it, but they realized delirium was over when their thinking became more clearly, and when the knowledge emerged, it wasn't real. The delirious experience were not real. But also 2 of them mentioned it's rather a process than a clear time point. At Wednesday, 10 o'clock in the morning, my delirium was over. No, that's not, it's rather a process. And it would be interesting in coming research to prove what do clinicians assess and what do patients perceive. When does delirium end? So transparent reporting is recommended. There is no clear definition when delirium is over, when does it end. So please report, how did you assess, how did you deal with unaccessible patients, how often did you assess delirium and how did you count the days, and how did you define the end of delirium? And the solution is, I'm sorry, it's easy: transparent reporting, transparent reporting, transparent reporting, so that we can compare our knowledge and experience. Thank you all, and enjoy the hackathon and the World Delirium Awareness Day on March 16th. Thank you and bye.